Hey everyone, Harry here to talk about the latest fall for Allen Weisselberg, the ultimate loyalist in the Trump organization, dating back even to Trump's dad, is pleading guilty. This had been prefigured. We'd gotten reports of this, and we thought it might figure in the judgment of Justice Engoron in the civil trial by Letitia James. That is where Weisselberg committed perjury, and he is pleading guilty today to 2 counts of it. And same old, not doing any cooperation, just and taking it some more for having the terrible misfortune of working for Donald Trump, and and a little more than that, the willingness to commit perjury for the same. So this happened in, as I said, the Tish James trial. And it all has to do with, like the last one, his whole now second trip, we expect, to Rikers Island. He last perjury got a sentence of 5 months there and served 100 days. And here he's going to be sentenced April 20th, right in the middle, it would seem, of the Trump criminal trial that brought by Alvin Bragg. Pretty inconvenient timing for Trump. And he's going to be sentenced for, as before, no cooperation agreement, just, a complete abject kind of shell of a man saying, fine, I did it. I'll go back to Rikers Island. Now, the lie in question is, again, as I was saying, all about this apartment, which is in some ways the cleanest instance of the fraud of the Trump organization that Tish James was pursuing. It's one thing where you try to defend against valuations of different properties based on subjective assessments and claims that it's all very volatile. But when you call a 10,000 square foot apartment a 30,000 square foot apartment, there's not much room for argument. And it's that apartment again. The actual lie that Weisselberg told on the stand, he said he didn't really pay much attention to it, and that was part and parcel of a bevy of bobbing and weaving and kind of weak-kneed, I don't remembers, and in his testimony, but he made the mistake of saying this flat out. I didn't pay much attention to it, and Forbes magazine was able to show and publish that he had lied multiple times on the stand because he had dealt with them when this came out, this fact, and Forbes published it. It was a crisis. And it was, a crisis for the organization, and Weisselberg totally handled it. So his saying on the stand, I didn't pay much attention to it, was a lie. Not the hugest lie in terms of its impact on the actual case, but clear enough, and the authorities could come in and say, the DA, look, lies are lies, and they tear at the fabric of the, truth function of the criminal justice system, et cetera, et cetera. And Weisselberg, again, no defense, but doesn't want to cooperate against Trump. So it's just saying, "Yep, I did it," and is headed back to Rikers. Now, part of this also, and Engoron noted it, is he had motivation to lie because he got such a sweetheart deal, a $2 million severance agreement from the Trump team, and that Engoron suggested, made him want to do their bidding, even though he'd left. And then a kind of devastating statement that Engoron made said the Trump organization. So, his testimony in trial was intentionally evasive, said Engoron, with large gaps of "I don't remember." He called it highly unreliable. And that's just basically, then we go to that's not the very lie, but Engoron follows up and says the Trump organization keeps Weisselberg on a short leash and it shows. Just like, they continue to control him. He lies for them. And this, what is he now, 76-year-old man is going back to Rikers Island for his, loyalty, both paid for and historic to the Trump organization. Now, it's an inconvenient time. It comes right in the middle of trial, but there is no indication that he'll actually testify at trial, though he does have involvement in the fact pattern at the Bragg trial, which has to do with the whole fraudulent recharacterization of the payments to Stormy Daniels as legal fees to Michael Cohen and the like. But he's not cooperating, and he's just taking his lumps, and they're getting pretty lumpy. When we heard about this, it looked as if it could potentially influence Engoron's judgment, but at the time, he knew no more than we know, or we knew. It was just a rumor from the somewhere within the ranks of probably the defense. So he wanted to know the information, but there was nothing to provide. Now, and only now, it comes clear what happened. But of course, it's front and center about his actual testimony at trial. So that's something Engoron cares about, and it's possible that it will still figure in the not totally complete proceedings, and there's still room for appeal and remand in the Engoron case. So one more perjury, one more guilty plea, one more stint at Rikers Island, where, by the way, I've been, and it is no luxury jail or anything close to it. It's a rough place, and Allen Weisselberg is on his way back to it. Talk to you later.
Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed this video and other Talking Feds content, please take a second to like and subscribe. Talk to you later.